Namaste, friends. Welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. Today, we are going to discuss various points. In fact, not one pointed discussion today. We had very important days as per the particular day of the month is concerned. We had the 20th February 2022 and 1st of March 2022 and today 3rd of March 2022. All three are very, very important, and I'm going to just have a bird's eye view of all these 3 days, which are really very important in in lives of all Indians. Definitely, I'm talking with concern to the Indian lives. First, let us talk about 28th of February. As you all know, 28th of February every year since 1987 in India, we have been celebrating it as National Science Day. Yes, to commemorate Sir Chandrasekhara Venkat Raman's epoch-making discovery of Raman Effect, which later on became so very useful in the field of physics, in the field of optics, and he went on to pick up the Nobel Prize in the year 1930. Yeah, way back in 92 years back, he won the Nobel Prize in physics for India. He was the first Asian to win that, first Indian scientist to win that, and first non-white scientist to get that. Such a beautiful achievement and a great achievement at that. Sir Chandrasekhar Venkatraman, or C.V. Raman, as he is popularly known as, as you all know, what is Raman effect is when the light, sun rays or white light gets diffracted or scattered through the molecules, the molecules of light, that is the photons, can gain kinetic energy or frequency, or they may lose. As a result, you get different frequencies, and as a result, you get different colored of the object. So that is how he discovered it when he was traveling in the Mediterranean Sea, and he had gone to UK, and he was just traveling in a ship, and suddenly he found that the water of the sea is blue. White has to be blue. He started doing his research, and he ultimately discovered this scattering effect of light, which ultimately was known as and is known as Raman effect. And as a result of that, there are so many spectroscopes, or it is generally used in every sphere of life. It can check the molecular structure of any object when light falls on it and gets reflected, refracted, or scattered. And depending on the pattern of what is received, you can actually tell what is the composition. So as a result, a lot of scanners are developed in the modern day science, and it is used in the airports to check the narcotic products, ganja, cocaine, and whatnot. So it can be detected without doing any damage to the original container. So as it is known as in the mechanical parlance, engineering parlance, non-destructive test. Without destroying the container, you can check and tell the composition of what, and that can happen in just 20 seconds. So that is how the scientist from India way back in 1930 had propounded the light scattering effect, which is ultimately known as Raman effect, and he won in 1930 the Nobel Prize for Physics, and he propounded it on 28th of February 1928. So that is the first day, and it is celebrated every year on the 28th of February to inculcate a habit of the scientific temper, looking at everything from scientific bent of mind, trying to see how we can further our lives, improve our lives scientifically. So rich homage will be paid, tributes will be paid to the famous scientist from India. So it is time we all in schools, colleges, everywhere we should inculcate the habit of observing very keenly and trying to analyze and put a science behind everything that we observe in nature. Nature will be telling us so many lessons, so it is for us to learn and develop our lives, improve our lives. That is on 28th of February. And immediately after 28th of February, we had 1st of March this year, 2022, we had Mahashivaratri, the festival of Shiva. So all over India, it is celebrated in every temple of Shiva, and Lord Shiva is worshipped with all gaiety and all devotion. So to look at that, you can see that each festival of that is Hindu festival or celebrated that in India has a very scientific meaning to it, scientific occurrence and scientific thinking behind it. So, from time immemorial, we have been celebrating these festivals. And as you all know, they depend on the planetary movements, the moon, the sun, or maybe so many planets all around Earth. And depending on their position, they are decided on which day, on which tidhi, we have to celebrate that particular festival. So you have in the summer vacation or during the summer season, you have a holy festival, the festival of colors, so that you take bath in cold water. And in the winter, you have the festival of lights, Deepavali or Diwali. So these are all very, very scientifically designed. So that scientific bent of mind is there very much in every Indian since ages. So it is for us now to develop on that and improve our lifestyles, try to understand what all these festivals are trying to tell. So that was on 1st of March 2022 when we had Mahashivaratri. And now for the third portion of my talk today, I will start with a quiz or a question. Can you name kindly who's known as the father of Indian industry? The father of Indian industry. Do I get any answer to it? Yes, today is his 183rd birth anniversary. He is none other than Jamshed Nasarwani Tata. So this Tata, Jamshed Tata, was, and what a person he was. He started the real industrial revolution in India. He was born on 3rd of March 1839. Today is his 183rd birthday. And kudos to his dreams. He had four dreams in his life during his lifetime. He lived from 1839 to 1904 or 1904. He was having four dreams in his life to achieve for India, not for himself. That is, he wanted to have an empire, a company or a factory where in India we will be manufacturing iron and steel. He had a dream that India should have a big internationally acclaimed hotel. That is the second dream he had. And the third vision or dream of his life was to have an institute of international repute. And the fourth one was he wanted to have Tata's, his own company's hydroelectricity project. And believe it or not, friends, you will be amazed to understand or imagine that all four of them have been fulfilled by the company that he established in 1904 or even before that. He was born in Gujarat on the date of today, that is 3rd of March 1839. And at the age of 14, he had cleared his graduation. Then he wanted to start a company. He wanted to make garments, that is textile industry. He moved out of Mumbai, where he was originally placed, and people started thinking that he is of no use. He is moving out of Mumbai for textiles, and he established in Nagpur, but it turned out to be a gold mine for him. He kept on increasing his empire, he kept on making profits, and he was such a devoted patriot that those days, when he started his career on 1858, 1857 is the first the war of independence for India. The Sepoy Mutiny started, and there were so much of caucus going on. In spite of all that, he kept his vision very clear. He wanted to make cloth textiles which are better than Manchester. Those days we were getting from Manchester, UK, and he wanted in a chance meeting with Swami Vivekananda on a ship when he was traveling to the US. He was impressed and influenced and motivated by the thought of Swadeshi. He started naming his mills in Mumbai as Swadeshi mills, and he wanted to copy the farmers of Egypt those days to make super fine cloth. He wanted that India should make the best textiles in the world. And that was the first thing. Then, as the case would have been, as irony, as destiny would have it, when he wanted to have a meeting in one of the hotels those days in Mumbai, which was owned by the Britishers, and the Britisher at the gate told, no, we are not allowing any Indians into the hotel. Then he took a vow, I will make the best hotel in the world. One of the best hotels in the world will be established by me, my company. And it was this Taj Mahal Hotel on the Kolaba waterfront. And, and when it started in the year 1904, it was the first hotel in India to have electricity. So whenever he did anything, it was of the best of its kind and the first of its kind in the world, or at least in India. So hotel was the only project which he could see in 1904 before he breathed his last. But after that, his successors lived the dreams and realized his dreams of the Heidel project, the Tata Power Corporation, which produces now today, as on today, 8,000 megawatts of electric power. And this is highest in India, the largest private sector Heidel project. And he wanted to have the Institute of International Repute. It was Indian Institute of Science at Bangalore, and it had the directors, the head of the institutes like Sir Venkatraman, we have already talked about him, C.V. Raman sir, then Dr. Homi Bhabha, and the likes. They were all the heads of this organization, and what an organization is that. So he realized all his dreams. If at all today we remember in any of our industries, we should remember this father of Indian industrial revolution, Jamshed Tata. He established the city of Jamshedpur as well. So he was absolutely a pioneer industrialist, and because of him today, Tata Industry is doing everything starting from screw, bolts, nuts to soaps to computers and whatnot. So kudos to this company that was started by Jamshed Tata, whose 183rd birthday is today. So that's all, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. May God bless each one of us. Till we meet next time in the next episode. Bye bye. Take care.